About 10 years ago, I was working on a game and I wanted to just walk you through what this was and reminisce a bit. So, when you first click single player, you're in this world and you're greeted by these instructions. You also see this strange shape falling out of the sky, which, judging by the instructions, is probably the monolith. You have a set of controls: mouse, WASD, jump, and some buttons. Then you have some chat commands. This is for setting the time of the day and for some multiplayer stuff as well. And then some general instructions, I suppose. So I look around by moving my mouse and I see that I'm in some sort of forest. I can scroll in and out to play in third person or in first person. And I also appear to be holding an axe with some janky chopping animations, but hey. And if I hit I can see my inventory, and this was very clearly inspired by Minecraft, which I was playing a lot at the time. So let's take a look around. I see some trees. I also see this radio over here, clearly not ripped off from Portal. And I can shoot some balls. So I shoot a ball at the radio. If it doesn't clip through the floor, I can turn the radio on and off. And it actually moves to the rhythm of the music that it's playing. This particular song is from a game called Captain Claw. It's MP Lith. Has some sentimental meaning to me. Then I can go to these trees and attempt to chop them if I stand close enough. And chop they do. Let's try another one. Down it goes. Oh, not quite. Let's give it a push. And I can also roll these around. I guess I can stand on them. They have their cylinder colliders. And you might have noticed now that the sky or the sun is setting and the sky is changing colors and you start to see some stars. All this is in shaders, and these stars are procedurally generated as well. And the moon starts rising and the stars become more visible and the sky changes its hues. Let's turn off this radio so it doesn't become too annoying. Let's also explore this monolith now. If I shoot a ball at this thing, it seems to change color. And I seem to recall that earlier the instructions said that if you shoot this monolith enough times, it'll fly. So let's give that a go. How many times do I need to shoot it for it to fly? Yeah, there's some issues with the physics, but hey. Let's give that a bunch of shooting. Come on, when are you gonna fly? Oh, there we go. I was using a library called Fizzy.js for physics. This was also the reason why I contributed to it at the time, was because I made, I think, a change or two to something that I needed. This green thing over here is just a trigger. As you can see, every time I shoot something into it, it registers what that thing was. And I wanted to use this for a door, I think, to replicate the house that is in the original Omart engine, where you can enter the house. When I open this chat, I can also type
Hi,
in words, and as you heard,
how are you?
there's a text-to-speech thing, and this is quite fun
Soy, 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 soy.
with multiplayer because it's quite fun on its own to just say things and have them being said on your friend's PC. So let's set the time to day so we can see what's going on here. And there's one more thing that I actually forgot to show, which is what happens when I click the letter V. And when I do that, these butterflies spawn, which I quite like. I think I also wanted to create nets where you can catch them like in Animal Crossing. But yeah, they're just butterflies. They just fly away. They don't really do anything at the moment. That's basically it. It's very hackable. Everything's quite exposed. So I was messing around with just flying and seeing what there is around here. If I just add this linear velocity to my player's physics collider, I can see the entire island from above. And it's the exact same terrain generation as in all the other experiments in other languages and stuff that I did. Let's try to go to the edge to see the beach. Let's add a bit more velocity there, 50. And so I don't break my neck, I'm going to stop my velocity right before I hit the floor. And here we are at the beach. Transition also in shaders, so the terrain is also textured through shaders, I suppose. And yeah, I wonder what will happen if we fall off the edge. Let's try that and see. Just add more velocity. Oh, well, I guess we just fall off the edge of the world like in the other games. Well, that's it for now. Bye-bye.